Hello there.
Hey guys, Josh Lloyd, what to watch for in the NBA for Thursday. 6 games on, let's talk about them. First one, Jazz Wizards. Mike Conley is resting this game, first game of a back-to-back. So hopefully we get a little bit more of Donovan Mitchell as a point guard. Well, we will get a lot more of Donovan Mitchell as a point guard, so assists and free throw attempts is something we always want to watch. But I want to pay some attention to Bojan Bogdanovic, who's been pretty poor for most of this season, like not a top 150 player so far this year. I don't believe that he's 100% a must-roster guy, but hopefully he can start to get something going. And when he's on a little bit of a hot streak, you add him and you ride with it, and then you move on. And the other guy we want to watch is Jalen Joe Ingles, because without Conley, he will start, his minutes will go up, and he'll put up big numbers. So while he probably isn't an absolute must-roster 12-team league guy, he's an elite stream option for Tuesday. I was going to say Tuesday. For Thursday's games. So you can add him there for those days. Hopefully we get a big performance, nice assist spike, some good usage, and some good minutes increase for Joe Ingles. For the Wizards, Russell Westbrook. Now, the reason I've got Westbrook listed here is it is a Washington Wizards back-to-back game. So will we get Russ playing? There is a potential that he doesn't play. I think we have to acknowledge that. I think he does. He's played the back-to-backs, like he played against the Sixers and the Bucks, 33 and 39 minutes of the day. He played their last back-to-back, but it is something that is worth monitoring. He's also been playing at a much higher level, especially for points leagues. And then Rui Hachimura, who is really playing at a very high level. The last 2 games, Saturday and Monday, 38 and 37 minutes, and he's in the process of putting up another pretty solid game here against the Kings. Is this, you're just all of a sudden Rui is this good now? I don't think it's as simple as that, but he is playing at a higher level. So let's dig in a little bit more into what Hachimura is producing. Can he keep up this insanely high steal rate? Can he keep up the insanely high minutes that he's getting? And can he keep up the good scoring numbers? Because he's playing at a high level at the moment. So let's pay some attention to what he is able to do, because again, it's been much better from Rui Hachimura. Next up, we want to take a look at the Thunder and the Hawks. Moses Brown. Now, we know that Darius Bazley is out, but Al Horford is going to return. We don't know about the Saltflake Theo Maledon, and we don't know about Lou Dort, who is also questionable. But what is Moses Brown's role in this game? That is going to be key. With Horford back, where does he fit alongside? We still don't fully know, because Bazley being out means that Roby can just push across to power forward. We also might see some Horford and Brown minutes together. That's something that's a potential option, but Brown has been killing it. He is, to me, a must-roster player at this point, just to see exactly what goes on. But like at worst-case scenario, he plays 18 minutes. Maybe he plays 25 minutes in this one. But we get a little bit more of an indication of what this means as we move forward, given that we don't have Dario. We've got Al Horford back, but we don't have Darius Bazley. Also want to watch Ty Jerome. If Maledon is out, Jerome will be the starting point guard, I would guess, starting next to Gilgeous-Alexander. He's playing at a pretty high level. Still not a 12-team league guy, more of that 14 to 16-team league play, but let's see how he develops. Well, for the Hawks, we don't know exactly how John Collins will be used. The last couple of games without Clint Capella, his minutes have pushed up. Now, DeAndre Hunter was thought there was a chance he could return. He won't return here, and we've got Clint Capella as questionable. So if Capella plays, where does Collins fit? And then in the future, when Hunter and Capella are both playing, where is Collins' role? So let's watch that. Let's also watch Kevin Huerter, who's getting pretty strong minutes. He's playing better than Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's getting those minutes over Bogdan Bogdanovic, and of course, Cam Reddish remains sidelined. So let's see what Huerter can do, who does remain a 12-team league guy. Next up, it is the Magic and the Kings. Will Aaron Gordon return? Will Evan Fournier return? Those guys. Will James Ennis return? They are all currently listed as questionable. Actually, Ennis, is out, while Gordon, Ross, and Fournier are all questionable. Gordon came back, played 14 minutes, then missed the next 2. That's troubling. Last time he played was Thursday, played those 14 minutes, and hasn't played in a week. I hope he's ready to come back with that ankle, but did he come back too early? Did he re-aggravate things? That's a concern for sure. If he is out, they'll probably mistakenly start Al-Farouq Aminu. Hopefully they'd start Chuma Rakiki, but they'll probably just go with Aminu in that spot. And then I also want to watch Michael Carter-Williams. He's getting dropped in a ton of spots, but Cole Anthony's not coming back anytime soon. He played 34 minutes last game. He can be disappointing with his shooting percentages for sure, but I still think he can offer 12-team value. For the Knicks, Derrick Rose is out. Alfred Payton is doubtful, so Emmanuel Quickley is going to get another start maybe. Well, Quickley himself is also questionable with a groin issue. I think he's a guy that we hold in 12-team leagues for the short term to see what this means. He doesn't really blow me away all the time from a fantasy perspective, but he's got a great opportunity here. And then Nerlens Noel, who brought the defense last game. The minutes were up, which was good because we know they had been down recently. So let's hope that he is able to provide some good numbers for us. We don't know exactly when Mitch Robinson's coming back, but it's not too far away. And then Noel's role is going to be relatively questionable when that does occur. The Wolves and the Suns ravishing Rick Rubio. He was terrible to start this season, and he's really fired up of late. It does help that Russell, Beasley, and Jordan McLaughlin are all out, so Rubio's putting up good numbers. I want to watch that. And I want to watch the evolution of Anthony Edwards, who's shooting more efficiently. He's playing a ton of minutes, and he's taking a ton of shots. I'm not sure all of those things stick as we move on for the rest of the season, but let's see what he can do, and let's see what else he does in terms of shot selection, in terms of rebounding, and in terms of defense also. While for the Suns, they made that trade today getting Torrey Craig. He's not going to be available almost definitely, while Cam Johnson remains out. So Jay Crowder.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
I hope that they start him and not this Frank Kaminsky nonsense. Crowder, you can be that stream option, which on a Thursday with 6 games is a really good situation to add him in. But I don't believe in him as a long-term 12-team league ad. Well, DeAndre Ayton has been poor for most of this season. The last couple of games have been encouraging, though. So that's a good sign. Let's hope he can start turning it around. But will he ever play 34 minutes again? It really feels doubtful with the way the Suns are going at the moment. Let's go on to the next one. It's the Pelicans and the Blazers. The Pelicans looking to make up for that horrendous collapse last time out. Nickeil Alexander-Walker playing 20-plus minutes in 3 of the last 4 games, and the only game that he didn't do that was one that he got injured. JJ Redick remains out, so Alexander-Walker is cutting into Eric Bledsoe's playing time and doing it well. He can be a stream option here, while Jackson Hayes also has those backup center minutes. He's getting quite a few 20-minute games there, cutting into some of Steven Adams' time, so maybe in a deeper format you could look to stream him, but I want to see what he offers. Can he hold up defensively? Is there a chance he takes over from Adams? I don't think so, but there is that possibility. While for the Blazers, it's the second game back for Christian James McCollum, who was noticeably rusty in his first game back. No surprise there. Let's keep an eye out on his minutes restriction. And what does that mean for Gary Trent Jr.? Derek Jones Jr. is losing all of his minutes, it appears. So Trent might actually start at the 3, or at least get 30-plus minutes off the bench. Now, Trent, even in his starting role, hasn't been a 12-team league player. He's like the 170th ranked player this year. So I wouldn't say that he's a must-roster guy by any stretch, but his ability to score can be useful, especially on a low-volume day like this. So Gary Trent, let's see what he looks like and see how his rotation and his minutes look. The Hornets and the Lakers are back-to-back for Charlotte. What does Devontae Graham look like? Does he play? Because remember, he was out for a long time with that knee problem. How does he look? What's his usage? What are his minutes? What do his assists look like? Well, Miles Bridges has been steadily declining in his production. I do think that he is a 12-team drop if there is someone that you want to go and add, but can he change my mind? Unlikely. While for the Lakers, no Marc Gasol once again. For them, no Anthony Davis, of course, no Alex Caruso, while Taylor Horton-Tucker is getting 20-plus minutes a night. He's dropping big assist numbers. He's getting big scoring. He's looking really good. And with Caruso and Davis out and Gasol out, I think his minutes push up again. And maybe in a 14-team league, I think he's a really good stream target, maybe even for 12s. While the table, Montrezl Harrell, with no Gasol, no Davis, his minutes will push up to 30. He's in for a really big night, and I think that he could be an interesting sell high after this game. Stream options for 12-team leagues. Alec Burks, big minutes last game, and with no Austin Rivers, no Alfred Payton, no Derrick Rose, and maybe no Emmanuel Quickley. It could be a big role there. Dario Saric, a stream for Phoenix. Michael Carter-Williams for Orlando. Jay Crowder in Phoenix, and another New York Knicks player, Reggie Bullock, who could get a ton of minutes with all those guard absences. For points leagues, we're looking at Quickley and Burks from the Knicks, Ingles from the Jazz. He'd be a stream in category leagues as well, but I didn't include him because he was rostered in like 70% of leagues already. Carter-Williams as a point stream, as well as Josh the Hitman Hart. Guys, that'll do it for us today. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and leave your comments down below, guys. We are done here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See ya.